Hi guys, we are back on Citywalk. We are headed back into Universal Studios. We finished dinner. If you want to see the review for that, go ahead and check the other review. So, what? Oh, Big Fire was not bad. They liked it a lot. I liked it okay. She loved the atmosphere. It was very lumberjack, or America. Vivo, the food was okay, but they almost glutened me the bus person who goes and brings the food, the runner. He's the one who caught it. He said, wait, you have a gluten allergy? Oh, no, you can't have this version. Took it away and brought a new one. Cowfish is my favorite. But it is a very limited menu for us, but it is still my favorite. We are walking through Citywalk. There is music everywhere. There's a Christmasly lit up stage and people sitting. I assume there's music coming later. And we are headed back into studios. We're gonna find some Men in Black. I spent an afternoon chatting with a very dear friend of mine while she wrote Hagrid's. Oh, tell us about your Hagrid's experience.
Oh, that was so much fun. I loved it. It's very exciting. There was a surprise that I didn't know about. I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, it's awesome. If you like thrill rides and roller coasters, 2 thumbs up.
If you have motion sickness and you don't like going backwards, that's my review. Don't ride it. If you like thrill rides and you're having fun, listen to her. She had a great time. A lot of people are starting to leave the parks, which is great for us. Unfortunately, I left the an additional SD card back at the room, so I ran out of room on the disc I had. It will be fixed tomorrow, but unfortunately we're just stuck with cell phone tonight, which means it's a lot more bouncing, and I pre-apologize for that. So, we're going to show you the view of Universal at night. It's very pretty. All the holiday lights. And like I said, lots of people starting to leave. So much the better for us to enjoy the rest of the night. Wait times are starting to become slightly more manageable. They're bad, but they're not as bad. I still don't know if we're going to get on Grinch unless I send her on with my express pass. We'll see where we go from there. It's pretty. It's funny alien in the middle of it. This is kind of fabulous. So we just finished Men in Black. Flame won. She got 144,000. I got 86,000. She hit the red button. I didn't even tell her, and she figured it out. We are now headed to the front to check into our tour and begin the next part of our evening. Are you excited? Woo! I think that's a yes. Hi guys. So what you're about to experience tonight with me, only part of it, I can't guarantee you how much I can show, is the VIP holiday tour from Universal. This is a special event that allows you to experience all of the holiday events, the balloons, the tribute store, and even the Harry Potter musical and magical lights on the castle. All of this is going to be tonight for an additional fee on top of our tickets, and this will be the one chance to do it. We'll get hot cocoa and cookies, supposedly. I don't know about the gluten-free options. We're about to check in. I'm waiting for Flame to come back and join me, and then away we go. All right, guys, we are beginning the tour. First step was to greet everybody outside the front gate, off to the far right at Universal Studios. Once your tickets were scanned and you were checked in, then you're allowed to start meeting your lovely tour guide, and we have a lovely tour guide today helping us out. And then, because of COVID, they are separating out in specifically timing each location, and we have to stay on time. Now you'll notice the park is still pretty busy right now. The park will close at 10. Our tour starts at 9. The last 2 hours we will be in the park alone. So everyone else seems to be kind of leaving. The park closes actually in about 10 or 15 minutes. And we are heading to the holiday tribute store.
Our very first holiday tribute store.
Yay!
Do I have any fans of Halloween Horror Nights here? Couple? A couple? All right, perfect. Well, if you are a fan of Halloween Horror Nights, you know that for several years now we've had our Halloween Horror Nights tribute store right here in this location. And earlier this year we had our very first Mardi Gras tribute store, and then we have our first holiday tribute store right now. So these tribute stores take about 8 weeks of construction. So our Halloween season ended right before our holiday season, right? It took our visual merchandising team of 11 team members working 6 days straight, 24 hours a day, around the clock to turn this from scary to merry. And boy, did they deliver. So when we enter our holiday tribute store, we're going to be walking first into the entry vestibule, which is themed as a toy maker's wood shop. After we pass that, we're going into our first of 4 rooms. The first room is themed as a very traditional Germanic Christmas. It's very beautiful, and there's an enormous selfie wall, so get your cameras ready because you're coming for Instagram. And after that, you're going to head right into our Grinch themed room, which has yet another selfie wall and a beautifully decorated Christmas tree. Following that, we'll go into our Harry Potter themed room, and then finally my favorite room, which is Earl the Squirrel's Tree Farm. You can get all kinds of delicious treats, including hot cocoa with a chocolate bomb. If you finish up just a little bit early and you get some treats, we have some picnic tables down there over in front of the New York Public Library facade where you can sit and enjoy your snacks.
I like the nutcracker stuff. This stuff is beautiful. It's Pinocchio! The wonderfully Italian story. Ta-da! So guys, these are candy, chocolate base with a gummy top, and they put lights under them, and there's butterscotch, cinnamon, and peppermint. They're silly and fun, but they smell good. Hi guys, the park is finishing up now. The first stop on this tour was in the holiday tribute store. There was a room with nutcrackers and other kinds of toy workings. Then there was a German Christmas market. Then a Grinch room. Then a Hogwarts room. Then a Earl the Squirrel room with treats. And a little more Earl the Squirrel fun before you leave. I mean, it's mostly an opportunity for you to be able to go into the shop with a lot less people. We were not totally exclusive because there were other tour groups and a couple last minute people who were going because the park hadn't quite closed yet. But it was limited. We did look at the food options, and the only gluten-free food options were the cinnamon almonds or the cinnamon nuts they had, and the butterscotch, peppermint, and cinnamon light bulbs, except they had soy in them. So they still really weren't feasible for us to get to share. So not this time, but that's okay. We've let them know about our allergies for cookies. When we do the cookies and hot chocolate, we'll see what they give us. We don't know. Still not gonna do this. No way in hell. No. Doing it in the dark doesn't make it any better.
I like the lights.
The lights are pretty, but it does not make me feel any better about doing it. And away it goes. Good luck, people. I hope you make it. Nope, not doing it.
And just like the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade, it ends with Santa, and he stops in front of the tree, and with a great flourish, he lights the tree every night. And so one night, he made his way through the streets of Universal Studios, and he stopped in front of the big tree, and he did his great flourish. Nothing happened. So he did it again, and nothing happened. It turns out a squirrel had made a nest out of the wires inside of our tree and had ruined Christmas. I'm just kidding. So anyway, he became an inside joke. We named him Earl the Squirrel, and our creative team started hiding a stuffed squirrel in the Christmas tree every year for the team members to find the team members who are in the know. to find. But this year we've decided to share them with all of our guests to make this year the very first holiday icon. So we have a magazine, if you will, for the team members that comes out periodically backstage. And a few years ago, we immortalized Earl the Squirrel with a poem, which I will now read to you dramatically from my phone. Many years passed on a cold winter's eve. Earl the Squirrel was frolicking about in his home, a holiday tree. Charmed by the hum of families and cheer, he lost track of time as the parade drew near. He knew from night prior he'd have to ascend to his special high spot to take it all in. In his great haste, Earl rushed to the top, but on the way up he heard a pop, pop, pop. From Earl's little eye, a big teardrop dripped as he held in his paws the wire he snipped. Jolly St. Nick went to light up the tree, but alas, no sign of electricity. Those children's sad faces and all their dismay have haunted poor Earl to this very day. So every year since, and each parade night, he looks out from the tree and makes sure it stays bright. Anyway, so this year we decided to share him with all of our guests here at Universal, and now I will take you over to our tree and show you where he's been hidden this year. But it was originally called the Macy's Christmas Parade. From 1924 to 1926, the parade actually featured animals from the Central Park Zoo, but they quickly discovered that live animals walking down the street scared kids. Yeah, fair, very fair assumption. So in 1927, they replaced the live animals with inflatable balloons, and we had our very first enormous balloon with Felix the cat.
Yay!
However, they created him in such haste that they forgot to implement a way to let the helium out safely.
Oh God.
So after the end of that parade in 1927, they went, what do we do with this thing? Bye! And they just let Felix go right up in the air, and he probably came to quite an explosive ending.
All right.
And they attached a tag to each balloon saying, if found, please return to Macy's. If you returned that balloon, you got a $100 gift card.
Wow.
In the 20s. That's a lot of money. That's the equivalent of $1,500 today. I like to think that Macy's started Black Friday. So this was very popular. People did this for years until one year a student pilot named Annette Gibson decided she couldn't wait for Felix to come down, and she went after him with her plane. Felix the cat became entangled in her biplane and the plane went down. However, she and the co-pilot were just fine. They survived the crash. She went on to fly in an all-women's air show just a year later. So she was just fine. However, they did put a kibosh on releasing those balloons. We no longer do that. But what's different this year is we have them stationary and tethered very close to the ground for you to walk through. And I like this experience because you can see them up close for the first time ever. And you can see every single brush stroke because they were all painted by hand. They were stitched together by hand, and I think you get to really see all those details now, which is very, very exciting to me.
These are hand-stitched, hand-painted. These are huge guys. Give an idea, that middle rope is still taller than me. And then it goes up and up and up and up, and it's to the ceiling. And somewhat higher. This is a full sound stage. Santa. How are you?
Well, my lady, how are you?
I am wonderful. I'm sorry that I was not home when you came to visit me,
Don't be sorry. Don't apologize. It's quite at all.
but it was wonderful to see you, and I'm glad that I finally got this opportunity. Can we have a photo together?
And the Grinch despises the Who's that live in Whoville because they're just so cheery and they love Christmas. Therefore, the Grinch hates Christmas. And one year he's had enough and he's decided he's gonna ruin Christmas for all those cheerful Who's. On Christmas Eve, he sneaks down to Whoville dressed as Santa Claus and he attempts to steal all of their Christmas presents and all of their decorations. And then he meets Cindy Lou Who, the tiniest who teaches him the true meaning of Christmas. And the next morning, when all the Who's woke up, they still sang. And the Grinch sees all this, and his Grinch heart grew 3 sizes that day. And now we get to meet him.
Yay!
And they gave him a megaphone.
I'm sorry.
You will have unlimited hot cocoa, and this is where those Ziploc bags come in handy because you do get unlimited cookies as well. So when we go in, I'm going to seat you by group. You will have your own table with your group.
So one of the things they do is they give you a postcard, and we're going to be able to mail them from Hogsmeade once this is over. So I've got my butterbeer postcard, and then I've written a fun message to myself, and I'm going to send it to myself once we get to the other section. But now we're going to have cookies and hot chocolate, and the Grinch has a megaphone. Oh dear. This can't be good. Hello again.
Nope.
It's running.
Not my fault. That's standing right there. It's not moving anywhere.
I have proof that you were standing there right there because I'm looking at him.
It looks like it's staying right there. My name is like this.
Wait, do it again. Do it again and I'll move with you. Ready?
That was terrifying.
Ready? That was amazing how
Does that look
fast you
fast?
went. That was amazing.
You should maybe look faster.
Yeah, okay, ready?
Ready, take off. No.
That was incredible.
So excited to fake out of this.
You are the best ever. You are the worst at the best.
Hey, I know what that means.
You
I
are.
get a prize! Let's give it a check, a trophy, nothing?
I don't know.
Candy?
Maybe.
Nothing!
I
Not
don't-
even a free meal at a buffet? Well, what do you get for it?
What do I get for a buffet?
Not that I got something. For being so fast and so wonderful.
Oh, you get my love and
Nope,
hatred.
don't want it.
All right. Well, I hope you have a miserable day.
Do I have to?
A miserable day?
Yeah.
I'll give you the worst day ever if you'd like it.
Oh, I'll take it.
Oh,
Don't you come in. No. Hey, you can't come in. You change the color. You can't come in with the red one. Don't change it. Change the color, buddy.
What color would you like?
Change it. Yay! Come on in. Woo!
Yes, Running Man, get it.
Doing some fun things while we're walking. Over here on the left, you'll see a set of 3 people. The one on the far left is Dr. Seuss. The pictures in Dr. Seuss books are very easily identifiable by the fact that they don't have any straight lines or right angles. And we did our best when creating Seuss Landing to do the same thing. you'll be hard-pressed to find many straight lines or right angles.
That is Zeus at the top, and it was a sea griffin at the front.
You'll see on our left, that is a carving of Narcissus.
Huh.
Narcissus was cursed by a wood nymph to fall in love with the next creature that he saw. And he looked into a pond and saw himself and fell in love with himself. And if you look into the pond, right over here on the left, you'll see this carving of his face looking right back at him. That's how you know it's him.
Oh, nice.
On your right, you see the head and arms of Poseidon. What's Poseidon's favorite shampoo?
Oh,
Head
God.
and shoulders. Head, shoulders, where's his toes? Where's his toes? People ask me every night, when do they turn the lights and music off? The
They
answer
don't.
is they don't.
Yeah.
There is always somebody working here, and there's nothing creepier than a dark theme park.
Yeah.
You'll like this fun fact.
Yes.
So this area right here, when it was originally constructed,
Uh-huh.
was it is Sinbad Village,
Right.
and it was a huge marketplace that went all the way up to what is now Hogsmeade.
Yep.
When they were constructing this area, they went to local Renaissance festivals
Uh-huh.
and struck up a deal with local real artists to
Well,
put these shops in. So
That
you know
shop
that.
right there?
Yeah.
Yes, personally.
Yes, I love that. Sir Hans of Bronze.
Yeah, he and I had a long conversation. He works my festival.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, we had like a 20-minute conversation catching up on what's been happening this year with the fair
Oh,
circuit.
I love that.
Yeah, he's
great
wonderful.
guy.
I love
Yep.
him.
So that's the coin mint that's usually over here. It's closed right now. Right across from the psychics and the henna. All right, my friends, we are going to hang out right over here next to this monolith.
Monolith. Welcome to a mostly empty Hogsmeade. Some new stuff on there. That'll be us next. There's another group watching the show right now. Okay. Uh-huh.
And I said, okay, we're now all going to take you into the wizarding world.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was only the people who were in the theater, and we only take you,
Yeah.
here just for that.
That is very nice. That is very nice. I'm gonna sit and do a quick live chat. Yeah. Well, guys, that was the end of the special holiday tour. We're headed back to our boat now, hopefully, at the Hard Rock. It was an incredible day. We are sore, and tomorrow we sleep in. So I'm not sure there'll be vlogs about the next day, but I definitely will pick up some more later. Oh my God, what a great tour. Our tour guide was amazing. We might wax poetical about this later. Not done so already, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below your favorite parts of the day. And yeah, I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?